Hello everyone and welcome back to Virginia International Raceway for the Division 2 race of the second round of the 2018.2 South African simGT4 series. I'm Jason Holden-Jones and I'm joined in the booth by Mark Henebury. Welcome, Mark.
Jason, good evening listeners. Oh, sorry, viewers.
Viewers and listeners.
Round three, can you believe it?
Crazy. So, yeah, so we've reached the halfway stage of the GT4 series. And yeah, very much looking forward to this race. After quite a good race on Monday evening. So you yourself take part, Mark. How did it go?
Oh, that was an action-packed race. Hard racing, worrying about the tires, and constantly had, what was his name, that new guy, Jim Clark, right up my trumpet the whole time. So it was very entertaining, very difficult, very challenging, not using the grass at high speeds. But that one lap, as you saw, caught me out.
Yeah, absolutely. That was very exciting to watch. Yeah, we turn our attention now to this evening's qualifying session for Division 2. You can also catch the Division 3 race on our channel as well. Bashir Jadwat directing things over on that side. But at the moment, it is Marius Mayer currently on provisional pole position for Heaven Racing with a 55.167. And he leads Osman Fali, but just a tenth of a second. And there's another tenth of a second to Sean Jurgens, who starts on debut this evening. And we've got Donovan Dutoy, another debutant, who beats him to third. So very tight here in the qualifying session with just under 9 minutes remaining. Yes, so plenty of new drivers, Mark, as you did mention earlier on.
Yes, there's quite a few names that we don't even have on our championship board at the moment. But they're a little bit concerning. Two drivers that should have been here tonight, and I think both of them would have done very well. And that is Gerrit Crawford and Brent Lindsay Ray. They don't seem to be... Oh, Lindsay Ray is here. Lindsay Ray is here. Okay. But I don't see Crawford.
Great. Let's see if Gerrit can make the race. Did in fact qualify for the Division 1 race, but wasn't able to race. For whatever reason.
At the moment, he is sitting third place in the championship with 47 points.
And of course, the worst round of each driver does get dropped towards the end of the season to finalize the points. So perhaps Gerrit's going to do that for this round. See Morris May with a mistake there. He goes off. And we've got Mark McGeer now up into provisional pole position for M2 Racing. And Mark, look how close it is, 1/100th of a second between them.
That's brilliant. From first to 10th is a second. But I'm sure as we go on, the times are definitely going to drop. We should see quite a few 54s here.
Yeah, so it looks like we can expect a very tight race this evening.
If Monday's to go by anything, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Again, not able to improve on his best lap time so far, but Donovan Dutoy on debut this evening. He is gone to second with a 55.161, 6/1000ths of a second faster than Mayer. That's how close it is. And Lindsay Ray up into
and he was 3/10 up on that first corner. Unfortunately, this is the nature of this track. You make the slightest error on a single corner and you can kiss goodbye all your time.
Yeah, it's also quite an old school circuit, hey Mark, so not a lot of runoff area, if any.
Yes.
And
very interesting history. It was originally designed in 1957 and then modified and modernized a bit in the year 2000 to what it is today.
Very interesting. Yeah, and as you did find out, Mark, if you make a mistake, you're off and you're going quite a distance away from the circuit.
But, what happened to me on Monday was basically I went on the brakes. After I went over that crest, I went on the brakes too hard. That pulled the car to the right a bit, and then that's when I touched the grass. That slight touch you off.
So easy to do, especially at that speed. Raymond Duggan up into 12th position for Black Widow. But it is Mike McGeer who leads the way by the narrowest margins. And then Brendan Zure in 4th position. Osman Fali up into 5th now. Sean Jurgens 6th position for him. And Christo Bottas in 7th position. It's Smith, Ranchard and Jax rounding out the top 10. And Carl Swanepoel in the YouTube live chat. Welcome, Carl. Big shout out to our boys this evening. Nibble Racing representing well. Totoa Jurgens Smith. And hello to Chris Heineck as well in the chat as well.
One of our new teams.
Yes, Nibble Racing is affiliated to Nibble Esports, and they've decided to join the sim racing world.
Oh, lovely.
And they've entered with 4 drivers. And yeah, I've just had my 80-second sign up this evening, so that's exciting as well. I've got that was Timothy. Let's check his name now. But Timothy in Division 3 is the latest sign up, and just bought a wheel this afternoon, I think, and he decided to jump in. So let's see how he gets on in Division 3.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, that just shows the show that we're doing here, or what we're doing here, pulls people in that much, you know, that we're going to go buy the wheel this afternoon because we got a race tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, we got Donovan de Toys up, but oh, he's making a lot of time up. He's up by 3/10.
So de Toy's actually gone to the front without us seeing there, Mark. Half a 10th.
There we go. He's done a 54.
Yeah.
Mike McGeer in 3rd place with the four tenths behind. Yeah. And that just put him 2nd place. Oh no! Yes, yeah, that Sim's in 2nd place, I think. No, this chart of mine seems to be out of date. Doesn't seem to be updating.
Yeah, de Toy is on provisional pole, then it's McGeer in 2nd, then Morris May in 3rd position. Then Lindsay Ray is in 4th. I can't believe how close it. Wow, and de Toy is going to 54.375. So,
brilliant.
He's laid down the gauntlet here this evening with just over
Mike
3 minutes remaining.
Up by 3/10 again. Let's see where this is going to put him. This will keep him in 2nd place.
This is a cemented 2nd position for the moment. Edwards now from nowhere up into 3rd.
Yeah, Edwards is definitely one to watch out in this race. He's not slow and he definitely knows what he's doing. The same with Brent Lindsay Ray, another one to watch out in this race. So
Nazim Edwards in the high-Q back Maserati looking good here this evenings and he's put it on. Oh, I can't believe how close the times are. It's unbelievable. But Totoy stretched out the lead there a bit for the moment, 4/10 of a second, but from McGeer backwards, it's very tight. Ranchard now.
Wow.
Oh, 54.387.
Oh, Victor de Cox just... Oh, Chris Botas, number 1, and Victor de Cox just came 2nd. He's only 100s behind. Wow.
And this is turning out to be a very exciting session. And,
I love seeing this at the last minutes of qualifying, and then you start seeing people's true pace.
Let's have a look and see who else is going to improve as I go through the timing board. Morris Mann up 2/10 of a second.
Oh, it's a bit of oversteer there.
54.
He lost all his time, unfortunately.
Yeah. Who else is on a lap? Forgive me for rushing through the timing board. Morris Mann on another lap. He's lost a bit of time there, unfortunately. Now gaining. Let's stay on board with Morris Mann for Haven Racing.
Yeah, Morris Mayer paired up with Michael Main.
That's correct.
Currently, the team is currently 21st in the team standings for this league.
Duggan now moves up to 12th position for Black Widow. Christo Bottas now provisional pole 54.115, but I think we already saw that. And May looking stronger if he can maintain this now. Almost 0.3 of a second up. Got a bit of traffic ahead.
Can make, if he can keep the 0.3 improvement, that'll put him up by 2 to 3 positions.
Looking for 0.4 improvement here, Mark. Wow, what's it going to do for his lap time?
A very good drive and a slight bit of a drag up the straight.
This could give him 5th position, possibly 4th.
Now this is the crucial part, not to lose time here, not to come in too hot. Only lost 2 100ths there.
Smith now up in just there, 54.281, just a 10th of pole position. It's unbelievably close there at the front.
And that's also one of our new entrants.
Mayer is going to really improve. He will take 8th away from Edwards.
Position. And that's crazy. 10 minutes ago, Edwards was in 3rd.
Absolutely unbelievable. So a second separates the top 10. That's how close it is. Even you can go back to 11th as well. But we're in overtime now. Who else is still on the lap? It's Sean Jurgens. Not going to improve. He is 0.2 slower for the moment. Who else is on a lap? So rush through the timing board. No one really at the front.
I was really expecting Mr. Lindsay Ray to do a bit better.
He's definitely got the talent to do it.
Oh yes, he's very quick.
And we're 53 seconds away from the... No, it's about 2 minutes or so. And while we wait for that to go down, we will take a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Virginia International Raceway for the start of the formation lap for this 47 lap race. And It is Christo Borta starting from pole position for Redline Racing. What a result for him. So close in qualifying. And we got the kids up RPM, or the RPM entry of Victor de Kock from second position. Rowan Smith will start from third position. Great result for him.
Very good.
And Donovan Tatoyo on debut, of course. Sushil Ranshad too. Right up there. Sean Jurgens, another debutant for Henebury Racing.
Quite a few surprises actually tonight.
And I think we're in for a race full of surprises as well.
It's the same trend as Division 1 on Monday. GT4, the Porsche seems to be a little bit stronger here.
So Bottas backing up the field nicely on this space lap. And de Kock will be wanting to try and get by as quickly as possible. Although, as you say, Mark, Porsche is a bit stronger down the straights. But the Maserati is pretty quick through the twisty bits as well.
De Kock's going to have to get a great start, a great drive, sorry, out of the last turn here. Hopefully right there with Christo.
So what's the driver's weaving, no doubt dragging the brakes as well, trying to get some temperature into the car. And everybody keeping it nice and tidy.
Our cars are off the pits, right?
Yes, I've checked that.
Nerves are setting in now.
Yeah, no doubt that right
aware of what a challenge this is going to be tonight.
No doubt that right.
Not a game.
No, absolutely not. No doubt that right foot shaking as well in anticipation for the race start. And a very slow pace lap here by Bottas. So just making sure he's keeping them together.
Keeping everyone together, yeah. This looks to be a very exciting start with everyone so close.
Bottas can now start the race. Off he goes. He's got the jump on Victor de Kock. Down the main straight we go, and de Kock's not close enough, but Rowan Smith now is having around de Kock. Look at this, using the superior straight line performance of the Porsche. Down to turn one, and he's already got him. Look at that. So Smith wants to get on with this. De Toy too once past.
De Toy.
So swarming that RPM Maserati, and we've got Ranshad up the inside of de Toy. It's all kicking off here as de Kock gets it sideways through turn one. He's lost position, and no, Smith stays ahead. But de Toy goes up into fourth position for Henebury Racing in the number 36 Porsche. And Lindsay Ray looking dangerous as well. Rubbing some paint with Jurgens. Aqua Racing versus Henebury Esports or Racing. So some very close action here as Bottas looks to get away already on lap one. Look, he's opening up the gap. And Rowan Smith not exactly getting away from de Kock. Ranshad's gone past de Toy for fourth as well.
Ranshad pushing very hard, as you can see the Porsche bouncing through the turn.
They changed the position as
Lindsay
Ray
up to sixth.
Yeah, he's got Jurgens. Someone off in the background. I think that's McCall from 17th. So Lindsay Ray under pressure from Jurgens. Jurgens wants that position back.
Unfortunately, this is where the Maserati's going to suffer.
Side-by-side contact. Off goes Lindsay Ray. He's going to be able to rejoin, is he? Oh, just in front of Jurgens. That worked out very well.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Yeah. And Lindsay Ray is going to keep that position. It'll be very interesting to see if I get a request later on for an investigation. But anyway, that's how it's worked out.
Wow.
Jack's now under pressure from Pino. No, Jack's is putting pressure on Paul. JP Paul Jax with the move up the inside. Someone very late, breaking very early. Who was that? I think it was Duggan.
Shark Pina out breaking himself.
Pinos through. Who actually went down? I think it's Jax who outbraked himself. Yes, he's fallen down to 17th position. Bottas now is under pressure from Smith at the front. De Kock still there in 3rd position. It's gone board through on Smith.
This is one of our new entrants in 2nd place already, Division 2.
No, but a mistake there from Smith. He's lost time running wide again, but he will get a...
Yeah, he didn't get a good drive down here.
De Kock's not quite close enough to take advantage of that.
De Kock's gonna have to watch Ranshard be behind him. If Ranshard gets any closer and he's near straight, that's that.
Ranshard's got to worry about Detour. He's right there with him too. Cook under pressure from Jax, a recovering Justin Jax. Pulls out the slipstream, looking for a move up the inside. Cook's not having it for SH Racing in the 41 entry.
Very nice defending.
Great racing.
Jax right there again.
Comes a move from run shot from way back to Cox. So breaking so early. It's unlike him. He's lost 2 positions now.
Big chances with the brakes here.
Oh, almost contact. Well, as the toy swoops around the outside of De Kock. De Kock's gone back 2 position. De Kock was distracted somehow. Just braked so early and the 2 Porsche just flew through. And here comes Lindsay Ray now, challenging De Kock. So we've got 2 Maseratis against the 2 Porsches. 2 Maseratis in the Nibble Racing sandwich. Lindsay Ray now with the run into Kock. Slight contact. Lindsay Ray's gone off. He's going to rejoin. Well, it's balled out to Kock. It's not going to be.
No, he caught it.
No, he hasn't. He's going around.
No, he's going off.
Goodbye, Victor De Kock. So.
No, don't stop.
Oh, he's stopped. He's out of the race. So that's unfortunate. So
maybe feeling there, Brent was a bit too aggressive.
Yeah, perhaps. But should carry on, try and finish the race. Division 2 points up for grabs. It's all about getting to the end. But anyway,
I'm really not expecting this current situation with Ruan Smith right behind Christo Botas. This is interesting.
And we'll pan away from them to look at the Cook and Jax battles. We side by side. Jax wants back pass, but again Cook slams the door.
Jax seems to be getting a very good drive out of that corner compared to Cook. And getting that last turn on precisely right, so you carry the correct amount of speed there without going in too slow or going in too fast. And oversteering is quite a challenge on its own. It's very difficult. I think that was Bash's nemesis, that corner.
And we got Duggan. He slipped past Pinart for 10th, and Jax has got Cook for 13th. Whoa, there's a mistake there by Pinart. He runs wide, and pressure from Edwards now. And,
what a train.
and Edwards looks to have good drive in the Porsche. I'm not sure I can see out of the Maserati windscreen. It looks pretty smoked up for now. Who knows what he's doing inside that car. But
Whoa, on the inside.
Oh, they're both gone off. Oh, they're going to come across the circuit. Oh, no. Oh, Cook did so well, but I think Cook's gone around.
Cook's gone around to Nazim Edwards all the way to the back.
And McCall.
Chad Cook all the way to the back.
McCall was the tags. Cook through as well. So Cook had nowhere to go. He did very well until he actually went off, but he had nowhere to go.
That corner is just dangerous. That's the exact corner I went off on.
Pino now under pressure from De Lange. So battles all up and down the circuit. Lap 5 of 47, 42 to go. Paul now with a run on De Lange, side by side, down the main straight into turn 1. And I think De Lange is going to get the move. No, it's Paul. Paul swoops around the outside. He's got 13th. De Lange trying to fight back now, getting the drive, getting the power down. And Paul very aggressive coming across the circuit. And Mark, we've got Edwards in the pits. Looks like an unscheduled stop.
Shame. He took quite a hard hit there in that incident.
Donovan Dutoy is absolutely flying. It's 1.1 seconds quicker than his best delta so far. As he tries to chase on Huygens.
That incident would have been interesting to watch on a replay to see how did that escalate like that.
I think they just both sort of fell up front of the circuit. I don't know if one went off, the other one followed.
Yeah, but it started before then. I think it's when they both tried to go through that corner side by side.
Yeah.
And they touched.
Just put them on an unfamiliar line, perhaps.
And then they went on that same grass I went on.
Yeah.
Not a nice position to be in at that speed. Over there, the car is flying.
So the toy on a charge. Wow, it's chased down, run short like it ain't no thing. And just 0.3 of a second behind him. He's got the drive down the straight. This guy on board with Donovan Dutoy.
He wants that podium.
And of course, the top 3 from this race go through to the Division 1 GT4S round 4. So something to play for here. Good drive now as Ranchard made a mistake there, but not able to force that gap. Paul's got De Lange for 13th. Good drive here for Dutoy. Closing in on Ranchard. Under the bridge we go now. This is one of the best sections of the circuit.
Yeah, this is the best part right here. This turn, then followed by this.
Yo, Dutoy using all of the road and a bit more. We've got this double right hander. Oh, it's been a slight mistake. He's lost momentum, unfortunately. Down this long straight up the hill. McGear now is with Lindsay Ray. He's got the own, he's going to pass him. Through goes the 69.
Oh, it's this turn again.
No, yes, McGear's through.
Hog Pen. No, this is the roller coaster.
The roller coaster. How fitting is that name?
This one is Hog Pen. Let's see what this Maserati can do in a slipstream. Staying with it, but definitely can't gain. Impossible.
Pino dropping positions down to 14th. Oh, and the brakes we go. Lindsay Ray trying to force it. McGear's taking the bait. Run wide.
Yeah, McGear's going to have the inside corner here, hopefully. Oh, someone's gone off. Susho Ranchard has gone off.
Yeah. Up to Toy and Ranchard didn't come together. As I see, Jurgens has gone up to third. There seems to be a bit of contact as to Toy. He's now behind his teammates. And Lindsay Rayner is trying to force the issue with McGear. Straight lining those corners is Lindsay Ray. That's the way to gain pace.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it here. You have to push to the ultimate limit.
You just see Robert
Even
Walker.
that, sometimes you just don't feel that this time.
Robert Walker in the pits now. Walker's rejoining 17th ahead of Edwards. So Walker and Edwards have done their stops. Look at the other way. Mayer now chasing down Ranchard for 7th. Recovering Ranchard. Pino now is for... Oh, that car is looking pretty beat up there, Mark.
Oh my gosh, that does not look good.
The car does not seem to be tracking well either. It's like a bent control arm.
Go on board, see what his steering is doing.
It's a bit to the side, I think, eh?
Yeah, I think that suspension's taken a knock.
Let's go back to Detoy now. So let's see what the team dynamic is like at Nibble Racing. Right, the outside, well, no, they're racing, that's for sure. Lindsay Ray and McGear still going at it behind
right
them.
Behind.
This is a fantastic battle.
Hey, this is great action.
Lindsay Ray up the outside.
Ray.
Oh, makes slight contact.
Oh.
Nothing is racing. McGear gives it back to him, but around the outside goes Lindsay Ray. Nice move.
Very nice.
And Lindsay Ray, of course, will be looking to build a gap before the long next long straight.
That is a prime example of Lindsay Ray's driving style. He loves to force an issue like that on you. If he can, he will do it.
And, Mark, speaking of from experience there, sounds like.
Yes, yeah.
This is the closest battle on track for the moment, but the Nibble Racing outfit needs to watch out. They've got the Arcor Racing Maserati of Lindsay Ray is catching up pretty quickly. Carl Swanepoel, no team orders at Nibble, our boys race hard. So there we have it.
Oh, I think Detoy's going to have a good drive at the end, yeah.
I think so. He's just edging towards him, isn't he?
Jurgens lost a bit of drive out of that turn. And Detoy's got the inside line.
He's got that move done. Fantastic
Gonna
move.
have to watch out. Mr. Lindsay Ray's catching very quickly.
We've got Jackson Philippe. What's the swap positions? We've got Duggan and Jax together too. These two have got Osman Vali bearing down on them.
And the current gap between first and second is holding at 3.9 seconds.
Go on board with Osman Vali. Lindsay Ray's got Jurgens. What's happened here? Lindsay Ray's through. Looks like a good move there. So that move coming off camera. Unfortunately, I think there was an error by Jurgens. This is how quickly Lindsay Ray went through. That happening off camera, unfortunately. So Lindsay Ray now will come at the attack now from Jurgens. Lindsay Ray places the car well in the middle. Interesting defensive move there, Mark. Lindsay just positioning the car in the middle. So halting Jürgen's run into that corner. Nicely done. Oh, another mistake there. Brom did toy. Lindsay not quite close enough.
Brent Lindsay showing a lot of experience. Pushing the car, and that's using that Kirby. Wow, he's pushing that car. Hey, he got in front.
Yeah, just as I panned away. It's my luck. So,
He went flying through those turns as you switch cameras.
I was just watching the Jack Duggan battle. Those two swapping positions as well. Lindsay race through. Wow, looking strong. Up to third position. Now got 4.1 seconds to work away towards Rowan Smith in second.
I think he can definitely do it, and I'm sure he'll hit probably somewhere around in the 53s during the race. It's possible.
Suddenly Nibble under pressure now from M2 Racing as Mark McGeer starting to edge towards the
Another strong driver. That's for many years now.
Of course, Mark McGeer, the M2 Cup champion as well, drivers champion.
Yeah, he did very well there.
Looking to now take it to Nibble.
You know, I think McGeer's going to show a bit more consistency now and a bit more pace, seeing as he doesn't have a lot of cars around him putting pressure on. I think he can just focus ahead and improve the times.
Lindsay Red taking a second out of Smith that last lap. So
he's going to catch very quickly. It's very interesting, the strategies on Monday night, because my teammates felt very comfortable using the same tires, where I just felt I could not do that. I had to change tires. So it's going to be interesting to see what everyone does. The gap between Lindsay Ray and Chris Botas in first position is only 9 seconds. I think Lindsay Ray may have the pace, but that's going to be interesting to watch, because I definitely think he has it to maybe win this race if he can keep it together, not go off.
So a lot of support for Nibble Racing in the YouTube live chat. If we had fan boost, they would be at the front, I think. Great to have everybody watching. Welcome everybody.
That's great stuff.
So the field's a bit spread out for the moment. Look at our race leader, Bottas, looking very strong. Matching his best data.
Yeah, and 7 seconds ahead of Rowan Smith.
This is exactly what Division 1 race winner Bashir Jadwat did. Drove away at the front. And Bottas looking to do the same here in Division 2. And let's see how long Christo Bottas goes before he does do a pit stop. But so far Redline Racing well in control of this race. And Chris Heineck in the YouTube live chat, Brent might be pushing the tyres too hard. Yeah. that's quite possible.
Yeah, definitely, because out of that last turn, you can see the car bottoming out, and he's... Oh, there goes Bottas. He made an error. Yeah, 1 second. Cost him a whole second.
You saw Scott Pino in the pits there. From 16th.
I think that's the first time he's got in since that damage.
Could be. So really wrestling with the car to get it back.
Yeah, in that case, I'd maybe put a new set of tires on, load the car up with fuel, and don't stop again.
Get to the end, yeah. McGear now coming under pressure from Ranshot.
Ranshot showing good performance here tonight. He's doing very well. It's amazing how, you know, these different tracks suit drivers. It's always nice to see, you know, because a lot of drivers feel uncomfortable. Yeah, a lot of drivers feel comfortable. So it's nice to see the different executions of it, I should say.
Yeah. You see Pino rejoining there, Mark, from 18th position.
Yeah. And he's repaired the car. That's good. He needed that.
Yeah. So he's got 32 seconds to work down towards Rob Walker. 17th. He's also done his pit stop too. But all's not lost. Someone spin over in the background. Missed that. Lindsay Ray just 0.8 of a second behind second place man Ruan Smith. So this battle about to commence shortly. And a very dangerous looking Lindsay Ray. Didn't have the greatest qualifying session, but certainly making amends here. Up to lap 14 anyway in this race. He's got the Arco Phoenix Maserati there with the 666 number for extra intimidation. And Lindsay will be looking to get past Ruan Smith as soon as possible. To try and go after race leader Christo Bottas.
Lindsay Ray's decreased the gap to 5 seconds now to Bottas.
Yep. So Bottas will be pushing like crazy at the front.
Yeah.
Or do we think that Lindsay Ray's pushing too hard, Mark? On those tyres? But perhaps he wants to change tyres and he's just drilling them.
I don't... Yeah. If I was in his position, I think I'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah, he's got the raw pace, clearly.
You can clearly see the difference here in the... I mean, Brent Lindsay Ray, you know, he's been with us a while. He's definitely skilled. Not to say these other guys aren't, but you can see the experience. I mean, watch how he rides the turns. Knows exactly where to put the car.
Away goes the Porsche.
Yeah, he's going to have to wait, I think, until the more twisty section. Possibly turns 2 and 3 around there.
Let's just stick with Lindsay Ray. Let's see how quickly he catches up again. Oh, so much closing speed. Look at that.
Right. When I test drove this Maserati, when I was helping a buddy out, you can brake very late at that section with this car compared to the Porsche.
Oh, up the inside. It's from a long way back.
Daring.
Wow, and Rowan Smith saw him coming, made room. But
Little wide.
there we have it. Aggressive maneuver. But through goes Lindsay Ray, Mark.
Yeah. That's a brilliant opportunity.
Don't throw it away now, Lindsay Ray. As he gets it sideways, all crossed up. Bit of opposite lock action there. But
Bottas is literally right here. I think if anyone's slowing down, it looks like it's Christo Bottas. Bottas, how do you pronounce that?
Bottas, I think.
Okay.
So, Smith now in third, and only a second behind him is De Toy and teammate Jurgen. So, it's really kicking off here for third position as Lindsay Ray scampers away in second after race leader Bottas. So, yeah, very interesting race developing here. And Lindsay Ray's got that gap down to 4.5 seconds now. And again, a big shout out to everybody watching. And of course, if you want to get involved in the racing at SimRace South Africa, you're welcome to visit our website at simracesa.co.za and click on the Esports Leagues tab, and you can read all about the current championships. You're running 3 of them. And there's a sign-up form there as well that you can submit. That'll come through me via email, and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. And you could be our 83rd sign-up for the season and help us to cater for 4 divisions. So we got Robert Walker in the pits now. The Black Widow Maserati, second spot stop this evening, if I'm not mistaken. So struggling with that Maserati.
Really?
Yeah, pretty sure it's his second stop. De Toy and Jurgens together now. Oh, they've come together, I think, of the teammates.
Yeah, they've fallen quite a bit back.
Yeah.
Brent Lindsay ran now 4.6 seconds behind Bottas.
So Lindsay Ray really closing the gap now. It's a 3.9 seconds now. And Smith is up to third position. Was he in third already, Mark? I can't remember, but it looks like he's popped up the table. This is the third nibble entry. And of course we had Ines Botma in Division 1 on Monday evening. Great to see the new team already crossing the Division 1 threshold. Look at our race leader, Christo Bottas in the red line racing Porsche. He's about to start lap 18 of 47. Cook has got McCall for 14th. McCall's had an off. He rejoined safely.
Oh, not looking too good. So race pace last lap for Christo Bottas was a 155.2.
Lindsay Ray can see Bottas now. Yeah.
Yeah, Lindsay Ray's a whole second quicker. He's doing a 54.3 on the last lap.
Lindsay Ray has gone to the front.
What?
I think we've had a disconnect from Christo Bottas. Looks like he's left the server, I think. Unfortunately, that's a part of sim racing. So line issues here for Bottas has put an end to his marched to a victory, unfortunately. And I was so looking forward to seeing him a battle with him and Lindsay Ray.
Yeah, and that's really not good for Redline Racing Omega, because remember on Monday night, Peter Geldenhuys also did not have a good race. Christoph Botus isn't going to get any points here now. So, not good.
Yeah, just Langerfeld scored a podium position. Oh, Lindsay Ray almost loses it.
That's the corner where he's pushing a bit too hard. He's bottoming the car out the whole time.
Oh, heartbreaking stuff here for Bottas. It's unbelievable. But that's how it goes sometimes. So Detoy for the move a long way back on Smith. And fellow Nibble Racing teammate. Anyway, these are two assisted teams. Nibble Racing 1 and 2. Of course, each team can only have 2 drivers in their team, but you can have multiple teams. McCall into the pits now. And Smith only 4.2 seconds behind Lindsay Ray. We'll keep an eye on that gap. McCall disconnects now. Second retirement.
No. We're down to 16.
Big twitch there for Detoy, but he hangs on to it nicely.
Yeah, Detoy's actually not done too bad on race pace. He's best lap this race
Mark,
so far.
as you say that, he falls off the circuit.
Yeah. Braking too late. But his best lap so far has been a 1:54.4.
Oh, Smith's so early on the brakes. Detoy closes up. Uses a lot of the curb. Uses the curb to turn the car. Very interesting. Detoy has a short shifting there, using the torque of the motor. Not revving the guts out of it. Detoy really driving this car hard, but him and Smith pretty equal for pace for the moment.
Oh, pushing a bit too hard. It's can be a problem sometimes, because you got to treat that double turn as one turn, and coming in there that hard on the brakes, you can miss.
Yeah, instead of coming to the first corner, setting yourself up for the second corner.
Yeah.
Much tighter lines here from Detoy when compared to Smith's sort of wider lines, but both seem to be working out for each driver. The Detoy now closing up now.
Detoy last at a 55.1.
Oh, another move from a long way back. Is he going to get it stopped? Oh, no, he hasn't. I was going to be surprised if he was going to make that. Just asking a bit too much
Was he
for
that
the car
close
there.
to Smith?
No, he wasn't. That's why he went off.
Oh my gosh.
So Detroit is fallen to be behind teammate Jurgens, so he almost gets it wrong again. Connects it well, and McGear now coming into the fray. He's bringing a run shot with him.
And Jurgens also is up to 3rd position.
Yeah, as JP4 also comes into the pits. So perhaps some drivers coming a bit early to get their undercuts on their rivals. So undercut is when you come in a bit earlier, put on fresh tyres, start nailing the lap times, and then hopefully by the time when your opponent comes into pit, you've passed him before that driver rejoins the circuit.
I definitely think the best strategy here is if you can use the tyres correctly and don't need to change them, that's the best.
Of course, Mark, also the danger of coming in a bit too early is that you can pit and then fall back into traffic while your opponents up front get away.
But the guys who have damage must definitely repair the damage. I don't think it will take that long. And they're going to notice it during the second stint. It will be like a fresh new car.
So Lindsay Ray leads proceedings by 5 seconds ahead of Smith, Jurgens and Detroit. So Nibble Racing in 2nd, 3rd and 4th. I think they'll be pretty ecstatic with that. And, but they're coming under pressure from Mark McGear. Oh, what experienced driver is Mark McGear, as we mentioned before. Just some reminder, we are dual streaming this evening. We've got 2 streams going on. This is the Division 2 stream, of course, but the Division 3 stream is happening at the same time. Bashir Jadwat directing cameras and commentating at the same time. And we've got 2 classes in that race. We've got Class A, which is the GT4 cars, and then Class B is the Lotus Exige 240R Stage 3. Mixing it
So
with
much fun.
GT4 cars. Yeah, it's a great car, Mark.
Brilliant. When we did it at Bathurst a year or 2 ago.
Yeah, you remember
that was
that?
incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a fantastic race. Oh, as you catch Verlee, getting it all sideways. Oh, he keeps it at the barrier, but now he needs to rejoin safely. How's he going to do that? Bottas disconnects from the server again. So he's trying to rejoin to carry on. Great character being shown there.
Always the best thing to do. Always the best thing. Never just give up. You don't want a DNF by your name or 0.
So Verlee rejoins in 12th position. Oh, got
someone else.
here.
One of us. No.
Who is that? It's not Paul. Must be Walker. Yes, Walker. Black Widow.
And tell us, Jason, if you finish first here, what is the point count?
It depends on how many drivers finish Division 1, but how we do it is from Division 1, the winner gets 50 points, and then we go 47, 45, and then 44 all the way down to 1 point. So I think that's 47 positions in total. Yeah, you're looking. I think you're looking at about 20 odd points for the winner here.
Okay, that's great.
Which is pretty decent.
Yeah, so a little bit less than half of finishing first in Division 1.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
That will do good for his points if he adds 20 points on. He's already in 12th position in the championship, Brent Lindsay Ray. So adding on about 20 odd will do him very good.
He's extending his lead by 6.2 to 6.2 seconds. Let's have a look at the Detroit McGear battle. It's just a second between them. We've got Jurgens into the pits at the halfway mark. Let's see how long he spends here. Duggan also comes in from 9th position.
I think he's changing tyres. There was on average a 12-second gap between changing and not changing.
So we saw Jim Clark chase down Christopher Langerfeldt, and that was Langerfeldt not changing tyres during his pit stop. And Clark did change, and he chased him down before race end to beat him. So let's see how the strategy plays out for Jurgens. He rejoins in 8th position ahead of De Lange. That's vital. He doesn't rejoin in traffic. And he's got quite a decent gap to Justin Jacks, who is 17 seconds up the road. So Jurgens can start netting the lap times now. And perhaps fight for 2nd position if he's not on pace with Lindsay Ray. Let's see how long Lindsay Ray goes on for as he starts approaching traffic now in the form of Nazim Edwards. Cook into the pits now from 13th for SH Racing. In comes Inzira. Let's see how long this stop takes now. Smith also is in from 2nd.
Yeah, still quite close by.
Detroit's gone to the front. As you start entering the main pit stop phase now. Here comes Ron Shod as well. There's a long stop here for Lindsay. Must be change of tyres there, Mark. Looks like.
Looks like he's changing.
Who's going to be brave and not change tyres? It could give you the race lead momentarily.
I think the majority didn't change tyres on Monday night, if I'm not mistaken.
I would say so as well. So Detroit now leads for Nibble Racing ahead of McGear, but these two, of course, need to still do their pit stop. Interesting to see Nibble Racing splitting their strategy there. Jurgens coming in, pitting early on, and Detroit has decided to stay out longer. So splitting their strategy to see what is best. So some dynamic team play by the new team. Oh, gets a bit sideways there, does Detroit. In comes Detroit now, our race leader, and McGear will now go to the front.
It's going to be interesting. Will he change or won't he change?
If I was Detroit now, I wouldn't change. I would take the gamble.
Yeah, I'll go switch the tyre change.
Oh, he's missed his pit spot. Oh, he's cost him dearly.
It was a good 3-4 seconds.
Let's see if he gets going now. Where's Lindsay Rat?
No. Yeah. Yeah, that added a lot of time.
Yeah, that's cost him a good result, unfortunately. And he rejoins in what will be 9th position as Ranchard slips by. So yeah, so it's been costly for Detroit. Of course,
he's got another car to get
of
past.
course, a lot of things to learn here at SimRace South Africa. And but Henebury Racing do a fantastic job in their first race, and they will iron out these sort of things. So McGear now leads the way by 13 seconds ahead of Mayer, and Lindsay Ray, our race leader, in effect, 4th is 7 seconds behind Justin Jacks. So what will Mark McGear do now? McGear stays out for another lap. Just see that gap between himself and Lindsay Ray. See if it comes down. It's about, what, 22 seconds now?
2/10 off on his best delta that previous lap.
Yeah. Big slide there from McGear.
Using the tyres.
Jack's now into the pits from 4th position. In Division 3 race, it is Labuskachny leading Ismail. And then Michael made in 3rd position. So that's your top 3 in that race.
And where's the first Lotus?
That would be Ferrant, well done, in 13th position.
Yeah. And the amount of cars on the track?
God, it looks like it to be 17.
Okay. This is a long stop for Jax.
Lee challenging Duggan for 8th position. This is the closest battle on track for the moment. Mark, what do you use for your pit stops? Do you use the pit config app or do you use the stock app?
Yeah, I found the stock ones good enough.
Okay.
And then obviously, you know, it's always automatically mapped to your arrows on your controller if you've got like a G27 or something like that.
Okay, interesting.
But obviously, I like to use the setting in the setup menu of doing the, you know, configuring the pit stop without doing it during the race. Obviously, do that
because you can save your config. I think it's the last tab in the setup menu.
Yes, the very last tab, and then just set it there.
Mayer's in from, I think, a 2nd position. And Lindsay Ray now, of course, up into 2nd as the rest of the drivers conclude their pit stops. May will rejoin in 7th, I think, or 8th position. Well, probably will be 7th. Duggan's a good minute behind him. What is McGear going to do now from the lead?
His times are... Okay, the lap before that he did a 55.3 and... But his last lap was a 56.0.
So McGear's maintaining that gap is still around 21 seconds. So great space here is McGear.
Wonder if he hasn't put more fuel in or taken some pointers from Monday night's race.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, the drivers division 2 and 3 should always watch division 1's race. You can learn a lot just from the strategies and, you know, simple things like that.
Watch and learn, as they say. Oh, big moment from McGear. Oh, he's lucky that corner went right and not left.
He cut that so fine that he actually gained a 10th.
Naughty, naughty.
Yeah, it's probably invalidated. Well, no,
Yeah.
it won't because it's during the race.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't do that too often, it's fine. But it looked like a genuine mistake.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah. Will he come in? No, still staying out. I think he's put quite a bit of fuel in. And he's only 3/10 off his best lap so far on this lap. So I think there's still pace there.
Yeah, I think you're quite right, Mark. I think, as you say, he's noted what happened on Monday night. And I think he's trying to replicate it. And of course, as the fuel goes down now, he'll go quicker and quicker and quicker.
Yeah. And if he doesn't change tires, I know exactly who he's taking the strategy from.
$55.2 by Lindsay Ray that last time round. Smith does the $55.5. So does Jurgens.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm actually wondering then if Brent Lindsay Ray didn't change tires. Because he was doing 54s when he was full of fuel.
Maybe. So Ranchard and Detoy are right together now. This is the battle for 5th position.
Oh, nice.
A lot of understeer there for Ranchard.
Everywhere you look, it's just Porsches.
Sure, and Detoy not afraid about using those curbs.
Yeah, using a lot of grass. Very nice lines by Ranchard through there.
And, Lindsay Ray's taking a second out of McGear now. If I was McGear now, I'd come in into a splash and dash.
Great drive out of here. I think he's going to have Ranchard.
Oh, what's going to happen now, Mark?
Ooh, wow. I think, yeah, Ranchard's at the inside. Oh. Very brave to use those inside curbs. I'll stay clear of that thing.
Now, if I was Mark McGinnis, I wouldn't stay out too much longer. That gap for Lindsay is closing down pretty quickly. You could actually come in. Would he get away with it?
19 seconds. He can come in, get the fuel, and he can get out in time. I'm sure of it.
Does he have enough time to get tires? I don't think so. I think their time's gone by.
No. He should keep the tires he's got him, but his last lap was a 56.1.
He needs to come in now. Of course, there is a possibility, as you said, Mark, that Lindsay Ray hasn't changed tires. So if McGee had to come in and change tires, he might be able to catch up later on if he's behind. Oh, mistake! But if he does that,
he's going to lose all this time now.
Needs to come in now. This is
lost 3 seconds from that mistake.
It's going on far too long now. Is he coming in?
No, not coming in.
Staying out.
I think maybe also he's realizing, well, maybe we're not seeing it on camera, he's making slight mistakes, which is slowing him down.
Yeah.
He just needs to concentrate, refocus.
But Mark, he needs to come in now.
Well, through this section, he's still on basically close to his best time. But I think, yes, you're right, because now the more Lindsay Ray burns fuel, the quicker he's going to get.
Yeah. Okay, Ranchard and Dutoy is back on. This is over fifth again.
Got great lines there by both of them.
Ranchard flashing his lights.
Flashing. Thought I saw some flashes.
But early for Ranchard as he clips that curb.
Oh, Dutoy using a bit too much of the corner there. Lost quite a bit of time. Dutoy is probably going to get a very good drive here. No. 1.2 seconds down.
Oh, mistake there.
Oh!
Ranchard's thrown it away.
It's gone off.
He doesn't want fifth position.
A lot of drivers coming in way too hot on the brakes there for that turn. A roller coaster.
The other thing, of course, perhaps Mark is not fighting Lindsay Ray for the win. Perhaps he just feels he doesn't have the pace, but maybe he's fighting Smith for third or second.
Yeah, the difference between Lindsay Ray and Smith is 8 seconds at the moment.
Yeah.
So I definitely think he can at least take second if he just keeps going. But it's going to be interesting to see the pit duration. That's the key here. And he really needs to come in.
Of course, the longer he stays out, the less fuel he has to put in. So
that as well, yeah. I think he's coming in. No, still not.
Ranchard's got Mayer. So Mayer's had a mistake, I think. Is he?
Yeah, the gap between McGear and Lindsay Ray is dropping pretty quick. It's now down to 13.7 seconds.
Fortunately, I think he's just left a bit too late as McGear.
He's back into the 54s now, Lindsay Ray's last lap was a 54.6. His best so far has been a 54.3.
Yeah. Perhaps Lindsay Ray was just conserving his tyres until a certain point now. Now he's put the hammer down. So quite possible.
Yeah, it could have been just the heavy fuel load maybe kept the car on the 55s for the first few laps.
McGear really needs Lindsay Ray to make a mistake, of course. But yeah, McGear's in finally, lap 34.
There we go. But Lindsay Ray and I fear Smith is actually going to come past as well.
Yeah, here comes Lindsay Ray already.
Oh, he just made it into his box.
So Lindsay Ray's through back into the lead.
I think Smith's going to go past. Yep, Smith went past.
Through.
Mike McGear in third position. And I think he's going to be put in fourth. Yep, he's in fourth.
Yeah, I don't think he really the battle was on with Lindsay Ray at all after that pit stop.
No.
I think he was fighting.
Comes out in fifth position.
Yeah, I think he's fighting Detoya, in fact. He's just come out in front of him.
It's good actually because he has still gained a few positions from his qualifying start.
Yeah. Hey, strategy has worked.
And also he was involved. No, he wasn't involved in any. It was the other guy. Sorry.
So he basically rejoins where he was, but Jürgens and Detoy also a bit more further up the order. And Ranchard and May are now getting together for 6th position. So Ranchard very liberal with the track limits. But I think May is quite a bit faster than him at this stage. And in the Division 3 race, we've got an update. Is Labuskachny leading from, let's see when they come around again. leading Michael Mann and Donnie Miller as your top three. Peter Vence on 4th position. Things mixing up there nicely. So Fabio asking how often is a tyre change? Well, it's, each driver just needs to do 1 pit stop. And only already in the simGP series where you see more than 1 pit stop at times. Yes, Lindsay Ray has done a pit stop. And looking well in command of this race. But still pushing as hard as ever is Lindsay Ray. Not holding back 1 second.
Yeah, our biggest gap on the track at the moment is between 3rd and 4th. No, yeah, no. 2nd and 3rd, 9 seconds to 17 seconds. So gaps are pretty big at the moment. And all the way up to 9th position, that's when we start with a minute.
Yeah, De Lange is past Paul for 10th position. Runshot and May also very close together. Oh, it's a side action. Runshot placing his car well, not allowing May to get underneath him.
Yeah, Runshot holding May up quite bad, I think. Woo! Going in there. Pretty hot.
Valley into the pits from 9th position. He's racing Edwards for 11th. This is going to be close.
And Zim Edwards just did his personal best of a 55.8.
Pino and Jax fighting for 14th all the way down the field.
Pino's car looking pretty second-hand once again.
Comes Jax now on the outside. It's going to be brave. Oh, he sweeps it on the outside, Mark.
No.
Wow.
Very nice. I think Pino is having difficulties driving that car.
Paul wants back past the Lange. Oh, and Lange gets it all
nicely
sideways.
done.
Oh, it's run wide. Here comes JP
And
Paul.
JP's going to come an advantage on that mistake.
It's the Lange though.
Oh,
Oh, poor
another
Andy.
shot. Is he going to stop? Very nicely done.
Great defensive driving. And De Lange doing well, just to opt out of that move. I don't think it was on. Right shot at Meyer again. Edwards in the pits from 12th. I think he's already done his pit stop, so that's interesting. Whoa!
Oh,
and May
too
gets
much
it all
power.
right. Yeah. I think he was a bit too excited by a run shot, just running a bit wide there and got in the power a bit too early, and around he went.
And I'm sure Ranshot's very happy, relieved, if anything.
Yeah, off he goes, happy in a 6th position.
Try and do some clean laps again and get ahead.
Listen, everybody's very welcome to join us out on track. We've got 3 divisions on the go. Always somebody to race with. Different skill sets at play. And a lot of new drivers starting out for the first time and learning their way as they go this season. And why not join now in preparation for the new season? Next year in February it starts, but this one will keep going until I think it's the end of October.
Good couple of rounds coming ahead.
Yeah, mid-November I think comes in actually. And we've got a very vibrant community forum and Discord channel as well. If you want to ask any questions, very helpful. Everybody on Discord as well. And you don't necessarily have to have a proper rig to start racing as well. You can get something to clamp to a desk to start. I know I did that up until about a year ago. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, as long as you position decently, it works.
Yeah. But someone has left the server. Who is that? It's Lindsay Ray, Mark.
I don't believe it.
Lindsay Ray is disconnected as well. It's our 4th retirement this evening. Nobody wants to win this race. Or their lines anyway. So Lindsay Ray, with just 6 laps remaining, has disconnected. And I think this is going to be quite popular with our Nibble Racing supporters as Ruan Smith now leads the way. 6 seconds ahead of Jurgens at Detroit, so it's a podium lockout for the moment for Nibble Racing.
Wow. In Division 2.
Yeah, and I can hear in Division 2, let's just say that. But yeah, I can hear the crowd going wild from here, so this is great stuff for the new team. Not necessarily the way they want to win, but they'll take it, I'm sure. And at this moment, we'll have 3 Nibble Racing cars in the Division 1 race, round 4, South African simGT4 series. That's what they're racing for this evening. And or can Mark McGear stole the party from 4th position, but he's a good 11 seconds behind Dutoya.
I could imagine they must be very happy. Now that is a really unfortunate event for Brent Lindsay-Ray, because now he's not going to get points on his already good standings in the championship.
Yeah, unless he can somehow rejoin the server before race end. Yeah. But even then he will rejoin in...
Look like he's gone.
Yeah, it looks like it could be terminal. But let's see what happens if he rejoins. Now it might rejoin in 12th position.
Do you know how many people are still remaining in race 3?
Let me have a look. It's difficult to say. It looks like it's about 15 or so.
Okay.
Yeah, sim racing can be absolutely brutal sometimes. Sometimes I think they can have more technical difficulties than actually in a real racing car. And, but Rowan Smith now just 4 laps remaining. And he just needs to bring it home. Not push too hard, but of course if you don't push like you were before, you could affect your rhythm, which could soon see you make a mistake. Paul.
Yeah, people's time's all down.
Paul and De Lange fighting like for 8th position, and De Lange wants another go at it.
Oh, De Lange's got a good drive.
Lange fakes left, goes right. He's going to get it done. That makes light contact. So Lange's 3-4 now. Oh, he covers off the line as well. Nice driving. And direct Lange up into 8th position now. In the 133 Porsche. Let's see if Paul can come back at him. This has been a battle that's been raging on for the last 10, 12 laps or so.
Both De Lange and Paul passing Pienaar in 13th place, so they're lapping him. Shame. That's quite a race then for Pienaar. It's a lot of offs, I think.
Paul with good drive, but he's made a mistake Lost momentum to De Lange. De Lange pulls the gap. Oh, De Lange kicking up a bit of dust there off the grass.
Someone's off. Someone's gone off in the background. I think JP Paul.
So Sculpin unlaps himself. So that diffuses that battle. Unfortunately, Ranchard leads Meyer by 0.8 of a second for 5th position. So can you believe it? Our race winner's disconnecting from the server.
Them.
Yeah, both of them, Mark. Wow. Brutal.
McGear finds himself in 4th position at the moment. They may finish there. I think he will finish there because there's a good 14-second gap between himself and 3rd position.
Because Meyer has a look, but not close enough. So, will De Toy catch Jurgens? Asked Chris Heineke. And the gap's under a second with 2 and a bit of laps remaining. Anything's possible. Really early on the brakes. They're almost catching up, man. Mayer's right with him.
Mayer's putting on the pressure.
Smith has started the penultimate lap. Another mistake by Ranchard. Meyer smells blood here.
Smith must be like, what the hell?
Mistake here from Ranchard.
Running wide.
Yeah, just was too early and sort of too close to the apex and hit the brakes, and off he went.
Had lost all braking.
That's what pressure can do. As we see the two Nibble Racing teammates together now. Battle for second. No, don't take each other out. And finish your team's perfect finish.
The second last lap.
It's Rusty the Smith now. On the way to start the final lap of the race.
The Smiths on the final lap.
Oh, and Detoy's got to run at his teammate here. What's going to happen now? Of course, Mark McGinn, 4th position. I want these two to come together.
He's so far back though.
Oh, a mistake here from Detoy, from Jurgens. But here's Rowan Smith now. He's just got a corner remaining. And Rowan Smith will take victory here in Division 2 for Nibble Racing. Congratulations to him and the team. And it will be 1, 2, 3 for Nibble Racing as Jurgens and Detoy complete the podium. What a result for them. And Mark McGeer, former race leader, will finish in 4th position. Strong race by him. And Maurice Meyer will win his battle with Runchard for 5th position.
He did well too.
Yeah, improving all the time is Maurice Meyer. It will be Smith, Jurgens and Detoy through to the Division 1 race at Interlagos on the 8th of October in the GT4 series. Meyer gets 5th. Runchard will finish in 6th. And Duggan will get a strong 7th. De Lange is 37 seconds down. And he will win his battle with Paul for 8th position if it keeps going on like this. And De Lange will get 8th position as the server timer starts to run out now. And JP Paul will finish 9th for Black Widow. And Osman Fali will complete the top 10.
He had a great comeback. At one stage he was all the way at the back.
And Chad Cook will get 11th for SH Racing. Justin Jacks is he's a lap down, but he'll finish in 12th. Pinar 13th, and Robert Walker will get 14th position. And that concludes round 3 of the 2018.2 South African simGT4 series. It was an exciting race which saw Nibble Racing take the 1, 2, 3 to lock out the podium. And no doubt a popular win here, especially in the YouTube live chat room. Congratulations to them. And anyway, we've got the South African simGP series hot lap qualifying starting on Thursday evening. With the Division 1 race, of course, on Monday evening, and the Division 2 race on Wednesday evening. And of course, anybody watching this who wants to get involved in racing, very welcome to do so. Visit our website at simracesa.co.za. Click on the Esports Leagues tab, and you'll find a sign-up form there as well that you can submit to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Jason Holden-Jones, thank you very much, and a big thank you to you, Mark. It's been a great evening's racing.
Been awesome.
Okay, well, until Monday evening, all the best until then. Goodbye.